Welcome back, and in this video I want to go over the process of changing out the liner in my Lincoln Electric 360 MP welder. Now a lot of these welders have the exact same liner in them, so if you have like a 260 or some other, like maybe even a 140 or something like that, it probably has the exact same liner and is installed and replaced the exact same way. Now you might be asking yourself, what is a liner? Well, a liner is pretty much a metal flexible tube. It kind of looks like a slinky. What this liner does is it actually transmits the filler metal through the lead. So it's installed inside of your actual lead here, and there's a little bit sticking out here and a little bit sticking out here. Ultimately, it's just to give a nice path for that filler metal to move the whole length of that lead. Now you might be asking yourself, why would I want to replace the liner in my gun? Well, if you're having problems getting your welds to actually start, maybe it's wanting to sputter and it just won't go, or maybe while you're welding, all of a sudden it just stops feeding wire, well then more than likely you've got a liner problem. What happens is as that wire gets pushed through that liner over and over again, it's actually picking up a little bit of dirt and it's just depositing it inside there, which finally gums up the process and wants to make that wire stick. It also reduces the ability for it to contact the sides, which is in some welders how they actually get that electrical current or that electrical path to the wire. So all of these things kind of combined will cause a lot of problems when you're starting welds and during welds. Changing out your liner is by far the easiest thing that you can do to reduce the stress on your life while you're welding. Now I'm not going to get into taking the wire out or taking off the consumables off the end of the gun, because you guys already know how to do that and you already know all about those parts. But I am going to go ahead and teach you guys how to pull the gun off, change out the liner, and then put it back on. So to start the process of taking the gun off, all you got to do is go here to the roller carriage, and we're just going to go ahead and loosen up this set screw. I usually just give it about 3 or 4 turns and you should be good to go. Do not take this set screw all the way out. It is incredibly difficult to get back in. After the set screw is removed, we're going to go ahead and take the electrical off. You have 2 options to remove the electrical. You can do the cannon plug, which is up here, or you can just do this pull plug, which is right here, which is the one I would recommend. Just go ahead and unhook it, move it out of the way. You can kind of just leave it hanging, because now what we're going to do is actually take and pull this lead out. And it should pull out just like that. If it does not pull out that easy, your set screw is probably not loose enough and you need to go back and loosen it up some more. Now on the back side here we have a set screw. This set screw is all that is actually holding in our liner. So just go ahead and take an Allen wrench, go ahead, put it in here and give it 2 or 3 turns. Definitely do not remove this Allen screw all the way, otherwise it could easily get lost, and it is a very fine thread fit, so it will be very hard to get it to go back in. So just give it a couple turns and then you should be able to easily slide this liner all the way out. You see that it's starting to move just like that. So before I start pulling this liner out, I want to make sure that my welding lead is stretched out as straight as possible. It's kind of nice when it's not hooked to the actual welder, because you can get it really nice and straight. This is a key element for when you're pulling the liner out and when you're putting the liner back in. So let's go ahead and pull that all the way out. And just like that, you've got your liner out. So now that we're done taking the liner out, we got to put our new one in. The most important thing, as I said before, is to keep this lead as straight as possible and then to have your liner stretched off the other way as straight as possible. And what we're going to do is just do small motions and work this liner all the way through. It might take a little while, but it's the only way to actually guarantee that you're not going to kink this thing or get it jammed in there or have some other problems. The best thing you could do is shove it in, and then if it feels good, keep on going. But if it hits some sort of resistance, which typically it does when it gets closer to the actual gun, when it's trying to make that curve, it'll want to fight you a little bit. And at that point, you kind of want to just kind of work it back and forth and get it through those tough spots. Now, when you get to the end, you want to make sure that you're all the way seated in here. And sometimes you really got to kind of work it in, because that O-ring wants to kind of fight you a little bit. So just push it all the way in, and then it should seat nice. Now, while I'm tightening this set screw, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply pressure to that liner, so that way it doesn't walk out as I'm turning the set screw. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it has a nice snug tightness to it, okay? Be careful because you can actually break this small of an Allen wrench. You potentially could strip this out, but more than likely you're gonna break your Allen wrench. Okay, so now we're on to the most complicated, scary part of the whole process, and that is cutting down the liner. Usually these liners are anywhere between a foot long or a couple inches too long, and you have to cut them down. They're just a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Depends on how long your lead is, and they're made to fit a lot of things. Lucky for you, there's a lot of slop in this system. Now, if you read the manual, it'll tell you to cut down your liner at 9/16, but honestly, you can be anywhere between 9/16 and about 3/4 to be realistic. The reason I say this is inside of our diffuser, if you look down in there, there's actually a channel for it to go almost a full inch up and down this tube inside of here. And the reason they do that is so that if you turn the gun or anything like that, it's able to move up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut mine around 5/8 and call it good. So all I'm gonna do, put my thing here and go ahead and just cut it. When you go about cutting it, you definitely do not want to use a cutoff wheel. You want to use your whelpers, and all you do is you snake it in between some of the coils. And I'll do that just like this, making sure you got your thing. And it'll kind of twist off on you. And you're done. The reason you don't want to do it with a cutoff wheel is when you cut it, you will end up with a burr here, and it will always cause your wire to stick. But if you do it this way, you can kind of go and actually maybe even clean this up if you need to. When we go to reinstall our whip, we want to make sure that the O-rings right here aren't all tore up and that honestly they're actually there. Otherwise we'll end up having a gas leak. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it, put it back into the holder, making sure that it's all the way seated down. We will go around the other side and we'll look at that here in a second, but I also want to take this second and plug back in my electrical. So it's a little bit difficult to see, but I want to make sure that my lead here is all the way pushed up. And if it's not, there will be a little bit of a gap between that black cover and this brass thing right here. So at this point, if it's all the way pushed in, I can double check and really push on it. I want to go ahead and I'm going to tighten down my set screw. Again, this is just a finger tight set screw. So just cinch it on there and you're good to go. So that's the end of the video. I hope this helps you replace liners in any Lincoln Electric welder that you might own. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to make it this far in the video. Hope you have a great day.